Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. Welcome. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Are you capable of taking an entire week off?
No. No. At Christmas time, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe I could do it at Christmas. Otherwise, kind of not.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of not.
Well, welcome back. We've missed you.
I mean, seriously, when was the last time?
I seriously have no idea.
I think it was Christmas, right?
Just as you turned the mic on, I thought,
yeah.
When is the last time dude has taken a full 5 days off?
Yeah, it's been a while. But had a great time in Utah. It was my my second oldest son, second of three sons and three daughters, of course. But he got married over the weekend in Utah. Met a lot of really cool fans, really nice people. I don't know how people recognize me all the time with my mask on, but I guess I have really distinctive eyes.
That's
really incredible eyes.
Or the loudest voice in the room when Jeffy's not in it.
Definitely that. Yeah. I think it is that, actually.
Well, that's good. So it was a good trip?
Good trip. Mission accomplished. He got married.
Okay. So
it's a fantastic ceremony.
So how many kids you got left to shoo out the door?
Well, to shoo out the door?
Well,
we still have about 4 of those.
Okay.
But we have 1 left to get married.
Oh, that's okay.
2, actually. Two left to get married. We got 4 married.
4 married.
2 not.
2 to go.
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
That mission.
Thank you. So anyway, here we are as the Senate hearings for Amy Coney Barrett have begun this week. Suppose you guys have been talking about that a little bit.
Oh, have we? That has just consumed every minute of the show when we weren't eating milk bones. Yes.
Milk bones?
I think you need
Dog biscuits?
What you probably want to do is catch up on any episodes of Pat Gray Unleashed that you've missed. Available on iTunes.
I definitely missed 2 episodes.
Spotify and elsewhere.
I was not going to get up at 5 Mountain Time.
5 Mountain.
I was not going to do it when I'm on vacation. So I didn't.
Good for you.
Yeah. That is the beauty, though, I guess, of the podcast. You actually could listen to it at any time.
Or when you're flying back, for example, you could download the shows, then get on the airplane.
How obnoxious is it, by the way, to have to wear your mask the entire flight? Now, I know you've got the trick where you use the trail mix.
Yeah, the trick.
The trail mix.
You just eat one bite at a time, and you want to contemplate because you should chew slowly. So you want to contemplate each bite. And then typically when you start feeling the footsteps or you see in your peripheral vision the stewardess approaching, that's when it's time to eat that trail mix bite.
Yeah, I'm still nursing this trail mix.
I tell you,
that's why the mask is done. Otherwise, I'd have it right on.
I mean, it's the
my face.
Savory mix, and I am savoring every bite.
Yeah, because I'd love to have my nose and my mouth covered.
Yeah,
the whole time.
That's right. Yeah. So I'd
love that.
That's the trick, and you pulled it off, right? You did that on your flight.
I didn't, and I kept thinking, Keith said you should just do the trail mix.
Do the trail mix. The trail mix.
I didn't do the trail mix. I just thought, now I'm going to pull it down anyway, but then I didn't because everybody would freak out, and I didn't want anybody to freak out.
Be a leader. Be a leader.
And then they said, they make the announcement, if you don't comply, you may not fly with us again.
Okay.
Oh. But okay. All right. I'm not sure that's a big penalty coming from American Airlines.
I was just going to say, depending on what airline you're on, that's like, oh no, please.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
Don't throw me in the briar patch.
No.
Okay, American.
Yeah. It was nice, though. It was one of those planes with the TVs and the free movies, and you can get free TV, free movies the whole time. Just kind of cool.
Can I just say, though, whenever they make an announcement and it stops the movie...
That pisses me off. They did it so many times.
Oh, my gosh. I don't want to know that we're over the Grand Canyon.
And I've just illuminated the seatbelt sign, so while seated, please make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened We do know that you have a choice in airlines, and we thank you for choosing ours. We're flying at about 38,000 feet altitude. The current temperature just outside the aircraft, 58 below zero. We'll have you put down in about an hour and 45 minutes from now. The wind's out of the southwest. Shut up!
I know.
Shut up! No. Let me get back to the movie.
And then, hold on a second. And then the movie starts back up, and it's on for 3 seconds.
And then the stewardess or the flight attendant is babbling. Yeah.
And then, like, your movie will start again.
Yep.
And then another little, I got it. We're about to land.
That's why my hour and 40-minute movie took 2 hours and 20 minutes to finish. I mean, it was the whole flight.
Or
whole flight.
My 2-hour movie on a 3-hour trip took 2 trips to finish. I had to cue it back up to where it left off.
I believe that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, we got this from... this is Southwest Airlines?
Southwest Airlines,
Jeez.
yeah. People were tagging me in this last night, and I was busy doing very important things like watching baseball. But this video is very compelling. I am disappointed at Southwest Airlines because they're the Chick-fil-A of airlines. They're great.
Yeah, usually they're really good, right? I mean, I always hear good things about Southwest.
Yes, I love them.
But this time, a flight attendant ejected a passenger for wearing a Black Voices for Trump cap and lowering his face mask to eat nuts.
I don't know. You want to roll that tape and
all
you
right,
decide?
Yes.
Why was he kicked off? Let's see.
Let's see.
This is the steward. He's like, yeah, see, because he's pulling down his mask to eat.
What am I going to do?
I have to. He's saying, how do I eat if I have to pull down my mask to eat?
Right.
And it's hard to hear this, but the steward...
Pause it for just a second. So, did they give him the nuts, or did he take them on the flight?
I think he must have taken them because they haven't taken off yet.
Oh,
you see?
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
So he's eating his peanuts or whatever.
Yeah.
While they're not even in flight.
Right.
And he's already getting hassled for it.
And I don't know if the audio is going to pick this up because this is really crappy in hindsight. But he actually does say, the steward says at one point, it's the hat and the eating. The hat?
What?
The hat?
It's the hat.
He admits it.
Let's see if we can hear that.
Okay,
that's amazing.
Jeez. You're saying violating Southwest policy then, right?
What am I supposed to do then?
I think we've passed the point.
The guy said, you're going to have to get off.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the policy that prevents him from taking his mask off while he's eating, please?
I was not here or present. The crew has denied it.
Okay, but you're seeing him with eating, so please tell me the policy. Tell the crew to tell me the policy that says he cannot eat with his mask off.
Right. Good.
It's the hat.
It's the hat.
It's the hat. It's the hat and the mask. It's not the eating. I fly 3 times a week.
Here's the deal.
Are you kidding
Oh, yeah,
me?
the mask says Trump.
You're being denied boarding by the crew. The crew is not going to take it.
He admitted it. Okay. All right. We
We've
got
seen
it.
plenty. Yeah, and
Lawsuit.
And another passenger leaves with him. He's like, I'll go with you. This is nonsense.
The guy got off and or was it the woman who was defending him?
No, it was the guy who's looking down there. He actually gets up and goes with him.
Oh my gosh!
I guess solidarity. Just
Good.
to make a point. Let's go out and let's go and tell some officials how we feel about this. And
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but seriously,
He clearly says it's the hat.
yeah.
It's the hat because it's Black Voices for Trump. Are you kidding me?
Southwest, open up the piggy bank. But I mean, I guess, right? We learned after 9/11
outrageous
that the pilot and the crew can refuse service to anybody they want
for any reason.
reason.
Yeah, so I don't know if that'll hold, but for admitting that it's for politics has got to be a bad thing. That's got to be a bad thing in America still. Please.
Those 2 words by the steward, the cap, are going to cost a lot of money to
And
Southwest.
who was that? It's always a woman that's jumping in there and standing up for what's right. Doesn't it seem like, where are the men?
Where are the men?
Where are the men? I need a man.
And seriously, how are you supposed to eat?
Yeah, you can't. But he admitted that's not the thing. The
Right.
thing was the cap, and that's what he said. Now, you've just kicked a black man off a plane because of the hat he's wearing. I'm sorry, that's cause for a massive lawsuit against Southwest Airlines. Massive. That guy has millions coming to him.
Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they should have been waiting out on the
They
tarmac,
sure should
yeah.
have. Yep.
But that's Trump, so they don't care.
Right. They'll not defend him.
That's madness right
But
there, man.
that's
whether it's
incredible.
whether it's busting the peanut trick or squelching the guy's free speech, either way, it's madness.
But especially with the cap. And he says it. It's the hat. I mean, clear. That's the clearest thing on the whole on the whole recording. That's
Good
amazing.
stuff, right?
I don't know if I would have believed it had I not seen it. But there it is. So now what, Southwest? You're going to be scrambling to make that one right.
Your move.
Jeez.
I want to see if they've. I'm going to look and see if they've tweeted or said anything, address this. But
a free flight to Bemidji, Minnesota is not going to do the deal. That's not going to fix it this time.
We'll give you not a free flight, but we'll give you a voucher for $50 off your next trip.
Yeah, none of that kind of stuff is going to fly here. That's gonna
no pun intended.
No. Actually, it kind of was, but
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then
Yeah,
I
it really was.
apologize for.
All right. Let's see. ACB, Amy Coney Barrett. What's on her notepad?
This is a fun video. John Cornyn. Yeah.
John Cornyn, and he's interviewing or he's questioning Amy Coney Barrett. Here's what happened.
Most of us have multiple notebooks and notes and books and things like that in front of us. Can you hold up what you've been referring to in answering our questions? Is there anything on it?
That letterhead that says United States Senate.
That's impressive.
That's the kind of day it was. That was fun stuff right
So
there.
she had nothing on it.
Well, I mean, we just played a quick video. I guess if you really slow it down, you can see what was on it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. It's Freddie Freeman for MVP. She was doodling that during the hearing.
Huh. So she's a big
she's a Braves fan.
Braves fan.
First baseman for the Atlanta Braves.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was a moment that kind of encapsulated the entire. She did great yesterday. Seriously, and she had some absurd people giving her questions.
Yeah, like Amy Klobuchar.
Oh, but yeah, this is weird.
Wishing she was the queen of the Senate.
This is so weird.
But we also know that this is the highest court in the land, that the decisions of this court have a real impact on people. And I appreciated, Judge, that you said that you didn't want to be a queen. I actually wouldn't mind being a queen around here, if the truth be known. I wouldn't mind doing it. I'm kind of a benevolent queen and making decisions so we could get things done. But you said you wouldn't let your views influence you and the like. But the truth is, the Supreme Court rulings, they rule people's lives.
Okay. The Supreme Court rulings rule people's lives.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That is interesting in of itself, but is she supposed to just recuse herself? Like,
I
make me
guess so.
a justice and I won't vote on cases?
It's so weird. I know. Like, that's a statement for the power the Supreme Court has, not whether or not she should be part of it. Right?
So I'm going to vote to confirm you, but don't rule on any cases.
Or I won't vote to confirm you.
Yeah.
So maybe we should look into whether the Supreme Court should be ruling people's lives or not. Maybe that's, I don't know, unconstitutional and not part of our 3 equal branches setup. These people are so stupid and insulting and just pathetic.
Yeah.
Senator Mazie Hirono from Hawaii had a despicable question.
Judge Barrett, Chief Justice John Roberts has recognized that, and I quote him, the judicial branch is not immune, end quote, from the widespread problem of sexual harassment and assault, and has taken steps to address this issue within the judiciary. As part of my responsibility as a member of this committee, and indeed all of the committees on which I sit, to ensure the fitness of nominees for a lifetime appointment to the federal bench or to any of the other positions for any of the committees on which they appear. I ask each nominee these 2 questions, and I will ask them of you. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
Quite a few times, actually.
No, Senator Hirono.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, what do you do with that? Let's
Where
wait.
do you
Let's
even go with that?
let Pat unpack this. Welcome back to the program that bears your name. Go ahead and dissect that clip.
Yeah. That would have been great for her. Well, yes, quite a few times, Senator. And in fact, I'm trying to get a guy to sleep with me right now, and he's been refusing for a while. But I pinch his butt every time he walks by me.
She said unwanted. No. It'd be funny if she came on to Senator Hirono. I tell you what, you're looking pretty good up there, Senator.
Oh, you are one.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Sexy woman. Did she ask that question of, let's see, would it be Sonia Sotomayor? When was she confirmed?
Well, you got to see if Hirono was on that committee.
Yeah, okay, yes. If she was on the Senate committee that interviewed her. But she's been serving since 2012 or 13, somewhere in there. And then I think Sotomayor, maybe she was before 2013.
Yeah, she was.
Who came first, Sotomayor or Kagan?
Sotomayor. And I think they were both in the first term of Obama.
Okay.
That's what my memory, which is faulty.
I would love, there is no way she asks that of a Democrat nominee. I don't believe it. Now, sure, you're going to ask that of every Republican nominee, every nominee that Trump nominates, but you're not going to ask that of a woman, especially who you consider to be a liberal. There's no way she asked that question. Just pathetic. These people they're embarrassing. It's embarrassing to the nation. 888-900-3393. Let me tell you about Real Estate Agents I Trust. When you're trying to sell your home, you know it's a real challenge, and that's why you need a real estate agent who's going to come in and take charge of the situation and let you know what you really need to do in order to sell your house quickly and for the most money. Whether you need to repaint or replace the countertops, maybe they're a little outdated. The colors, I know the colors change a lot. And so you want an agent who understands that and who knows the market and knows whatever, because they're with all the people that are looking through these homes. And so they know what they want generally. Real Estate Agents I Trust. It's Glenn's company, so they have vetted these agents very carefully to make sure. And one of the things I love best about them is they're all fans of the show. So you know you've got that in common with them. They're not going to say, hey, how about that Maisie Hirono? That was a great question, wasn't it, when she asked about sexual harassment? Amy Coney Barrett. Good stuff. You won't have to go through that kind of thing. So whether you're buying or selling, you need a realtor who can see it through the entire way and help you get the most for your money. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name really says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Okay, so Sotomayor was 2009. Kagan was 2010.
Wow. It's been that long already?
Yeah. And then
that's incredible.
Maisie Hirono didn't become a senator until 2013.
Yeah. All right. Our next president.
Whoa.
Perhaps.
No, please don't. No, I don't need this.
I really hope not. I really hope not. Everybody was asking me in Utah, so what's going to happen? I don't have any idea. How do you know? The American people are a little unpredictable right now. I honestly don't know.
And they're saying, what, a 91% chance?
That's what I read yesterday, 91% chance.
It was Biden, that it's Biden.
Yeah. It was 84. 84 and no, it was 86. Mm-hmm. And Trump had a 14% chance of winning. And now it's 91-9. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Somebody get Joe Biden an Atlanta Falcons jersey. Stat.
That'd be the only way he could lose this thing, according to the polls. Now, that's if you believe the polls. And I don't.
I'm telling you, man, I don't live in a rural far reach of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex and use this information for what it's worth. But I stood in line yesterday for an hour and 15 minutes, and I've never experienced anything like
because it was the first day of early
voting. Yeah. Now, I've never gone on the first day of early voting, but I'm just saying in a very conservative swath of America, it was a long wait to vote yesterday. Yay.
Hour and a half. And this is 3 weeks before the actual election. So that's impressive. People are excited about getting out and voting for Trump, I think. Certainly in your area, it's got to be Trump, right?
Oh,
got to be almost exclusive.
I would love to. I should probably try to. I want to see what very red. Yes, out there.
Did you hear anybody talking about it? Like,
no, I was disappointed.
Expressing their excitement
that.
Were you socially distanced?
It's about 3 feet apart from people, which is fine, good enough. I don't need anybody in my aura, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the only person in line not wearing a mask in this hour and 15-minute wait, and one lady left not wearing a mask, and that was it.
Mm.
That's disheartening, especially in a very red area.
Yeah, I mean it's everywhere though. Everybody's wearing masks, whether they're mandated or not. I noticed, I guess, in parts of Utah, they didn't mandate it, but everybody did, pretty much.
They didn't give me any crap at the old voting. You know, when I got up to the volunteers, they didn't look at me funny.
They didn't say,
or give
"Oh,
me
really?"
any guff or anything.
That's good.
And they were very conversational. So
that's good.
Yeah, that was good.
So anyway, hopefully not our next vice president, and certainly not our next president. Kamala Harris. Trying to bait and switch Amy Coney Barrett yesterday.
Prior to your nomination, were you aware of President Trump's statements committing to nominate judges who will strike down the Affordable Care Act? And I'd appreciate a yes or no answer, please.
Well, Senator Harris, I want to be very, very careful. I'm under oath. As I'm sitting here, I don't recall seeing those statements. But I don't recall seeing or hearing those statements. But I don't really know what context they were in, so I guess I can't really definitively give you a yes or no answer. What I would like to say is I don't recall hearing about or seeing such statements.
And what difference does that make?
I imagine you were surrounded by a team of folks that helped prepare you for this nomination.
Now she changes it. Changes the question.
But let me finish if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did they inform you of the president's statements and that this might be a question that was presented to you during the course of this hearing?
When I had my calls with senators, it came up. Many of the Democratic senators wanted to know about the Affordable Care Act and to satisfy themselves that I had not made any pre-commitments to the president about it.
And so you then became aware of the president's statement, is that correct?
Let's see, Senator Harris, in the context of these conversations, I honestly can't remember whether senators framed the questions in the context of President Trump's comments. Perhaps so. I think from my perspective, the most important thing is to say that I have never made a commitment. I've never been asked to make a commitment. And I hope that the committee would trust in my integrity not to even entertain such an idea, and that I wouldn't violate my oath if I were confirmed and heard that case.
Okay.
So just so I'm clear, and then we can move on, are you saying that you are now, before I said it, aware or not aware that President Trump made these comments about who he would nominate to the United States Supreme Court?
All right, Senator Harris, what I was saying, I thought you initially framed the question as whether I was aware before this nomination process
that
began.
is what she did.
And my answer to that question...
I'm now asking you if you are aware, were you aware before this hearing began?
What?
So you're changing, you're asking me now whether I was aware before the hearing.
Yeah, that's three different ways that she asked the question. She said, before you were nominated.
Right.
Okay. Before I just said it.
Right.
Kamala said. And then before the hearing started. Like, did your handlers tell you that?
And it's whether or not she knew the question was coming. Is that the question? Did you know about this question before I asked the question? So what? I mean, even if she did, of course people prepared her for the questions they're going to ask. Have you ever been to court? Have you ever talked to a lawyer about a court hearing that you're going to be involved in? I guarantee you the lawyer is going to prepare you for the questions you're going to be asked when you're on the stand. That's part of their job, so that you're not confounded, so that you're under stress and the strain and the spontaneity of the trial. You might forget certain things, or you might sound like you're lying when you're really not, because you're just nervous and you're trying to think of it, but you can't remember exactly because of all the things that are going on and being thrown at you. Of course, they prepare you for stuff. So did she hear about it before the question was asked? Almost certainly she did. So what?
There's 3 different questions there from Harris. She didn't want an answer.
No.
She just wanted to
try to trip her up.
Trying to make her look bad. And
yeah.
she failed miserably.
She's trying to make it look like she's been selected to vote down the Affordable Care Act if it ever even comes up.
And that was weird, though, how Kamala Harris was on
video there?
Yeah, where was she at? I mean, she must have been traveling or something.
I think she was in Australia.
Australia.
Wasn't she?
What
Yeah, I think she was down under.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we have a video of where she was yesterday. So
Vice President Biden said yesterday that he's not a fan of court packing. Do you agree
she seems
with that?
to be in the building.
I think that Vice President Biden has been very clear with the American people where he stands.
Yeah, he's been very clear that he's not going to be clear with us. He's been very clear about that.
And that's where we're focused.
Would you also say you're not a fan of court packing?
No. I'm not gonna say
I wouldn't say anything about it, actually.
You're apparently a fan of elevator packing. I mean, someone who can't go sit in the room
jammed in together with
Look at that. She can't go sit in a room spread out from her
7
colleagues.
huge men. And by the way, the mask ain't helping you at all in the elevator.
Oh,
there.
we got numbers for that later. Oh my goodness.
It's not helping at all.
It actually increases your chances of getting the virus, we've learned.
Gosh.
My goodness. It's all for show, man.
It's so hideous. This court packing thing is, I can't believe he's going to get away with it. And the only way he doesn't get away with it is if Donald Trump is reelected, because everybody knows he's dodging the question. Everybody knows she's dodging the question. And together they refuse to answer and that's a pretty important issue, whether or not you're going to pack the Supreme Court, something that has never been done, completely unprecedented in American history. Somebody tried to do it and failed.
And we played yesterday Joe Biden calling what FDR tried to pull 100 years ago as boneheaded. Biden's own words. And but I mean, you act like you deserve to get this answer from Joe Biden. Come on.
And didn't he deny that we have the right to know?
Yeah, we don't deserve. Play that clip.
I've got to ask you about packing the courts. And I know that you said yesterday you aren't going to answer the question until after the election. But this is the number one thing that I've been asked about.
What? Hello? Can we play the rest of the clip? I mean,
what happened there? Did we unplug it, or
did Jeffy,
somebody kicked out the extension cord?
Jeffy just showed up here. Did he dump his coffee on the computer? Can we seriously not play the rest of the clip down the hall there?
Are we getting an answer?
I'm not.
To interview Biden one-on-one
there we go.
and ask him if he plans to pack the Supreme Court with more justices if he wins. Here was that exchange.
Sir, I've got to ask you about packing the courts. And I know that you said yesterday you aren't going to answer the question until after the election. But this is the number one thing that I've been asked about from viewers in the past couple of days.
Well, you've been asked by the viewers who are probably Republicans who don't want me continuing to talk about what they're doing to the court right now.
Well, sir, don't the voters deserve to know?
No, they don't. I'm not going to play his game.
No, they don't.
Talk about. I've already said something on
I've already said something.
Yeah, you've already said you're not going to answer it.
What he's doing now.
What is he doing now?
He's about to make a pick in the middle of an election. First time it's ever been done. First time in history it's ever been done.
Unreal.
Yeah, well.
Wow. First time it's ever been done. He's an elected president doing what is constitutionally prescribed for him to do. He's doing exactly what he is supposed to do. as prescribed by the U.S. Constitution.
But his term ended on July 31st. Duh.
No, it didn't. No,
Oh, okay.
it didn't. And it doesn't end this coming.
Well, you don't deserve to.
December 31st either. He keeps going till January 20th.
You don't deserve
so.
to.
Pat Gray. Pat Gray returns.
888-933-93. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where "Don't square up on me, bro" tweets. Is it a 91% chance of Biden being elected to the Senate? Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know, we have to come together. That's why I'm running. I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
For the Senate.
He's done that again.
Freaking guy doesn't even know what he's running for.
I know.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
You keep using the word.
Yeah.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Cluster Fun guy tweets, "Yeah, and I saw this on the notepad. All of Pat's favorite veggie recipes."
Oh, you got a list?
Yeah, it's a whole list right there.
Right there.
That's the entire list. Took a long time to get it all down. But,
Did it?
But there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Nice. Oh,
Go ahead and
nice.
feel free to copy that at home. It's fine. I openly offer it to you.
Well, that's
It's too bad that she
that's
wasn't
impressive.
holding up the Blaze, Blaze pad.
Yeah, it's got the Blaze letterhead. And then
why don't you tell us what it says on there?
It says all of my favorite veggie recipes. All of them. From kale on down. So there you go. Cheryl tweets, "The worst part about Hirono asking that question is that ACB's kids had to hear it." Yeah.
Well, I mean, she
about
did.
her sexual harassment exploits. Yeah.
She denied it. I mean,
she denied it?
She's on record denying it.
You say it.
Under oath.
Thank you.
Under oath.
Thank you.
So.
What are you alluding to?
I'm just saying my answer would have been not today. Senator.
Well, at least not yet today. I mean, it's really early in the morning. By the way, Jeffy is here. Heaven
forbid we play music that's been around for 8 billion years.
Be quiet, man. Wait for your music to finish.
Yeah, they took away our music because copyright.
Right,
Excuse
copyright.
us.
Yeah,
I didn't
excuse
write
us.
the songs. Sorry. Nor did I pay thousands of dollars to license it for us.
Wow, are you cheap?
All right, time to chew the fat with Jeff.
Thank you. Well, thank you. This portion of the program brought to you by Chewing the Fat, a podcast you should subscribe to, by the way. Just choose a platform that you like using and subscribe to Chewing the Fat podcast.
Man.
All right.
iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher,
Spotify.
One of the others. One of those. And subscribe to Chewing the Fat. This is a warning, though. Warning. It's small, hairy, and you don't want to get anywhere near it. It's considered to be one of the most venomous caterpillars in the U.S., and there have been multiple reports of the Puss caterpillar appearing in parks and near structures in eastern Virginia.
Ugh.
Now, it isn't commonly found in Virginia. Sightings are more likely in Texas and Missouri, Florida. No one is entirely sure why there have been so many recent reports in Virginia, but according to Teresa
It looks like a
Dellinger,
giant ball of fur.
Yeah, well,
weird.
Yeah,
And what did you call it? What kind of caterpillar?
a puss caterpillar.
A puss caterpillar?
Yeah. Now, no one
Like
is like again. This is
P-U-S-S?
PUSS caterpillar.
P-U-S-S.
That's correct.
A puss.
Teresa
caterpillar.
Dellinger, the diagnostician of the Insect Identification Lab at Virginia Tech. That's a good gig right there. With changes in our climate.
Oh, here we go.
Of course, we're seeing
Every
some insects
story about an
change their
animal
population. Of course.
doing something unusual is with changes in our climate.
Of course, yes.
Every animal story, every weather story, and then they'll say, "Don't confuse weather with climate." And then the first time a heat wave hits, it's climate change. Climate. Don't confuse weather with climate.
Now,
unless it's hot, then you do. then it absolutely. Weather and climate are the same thing.
We've been telling you.
Uh-huh.
We've been warning.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
No, I'm just letting you know that
Don't confuse weather with climate. No, go ahead.
Seriously. Say with changes in our climate, that's we're seeing some changes in insect population.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all that Teresa Dellinger, the diagnostician of the insect identification lab at Virginia Tech, is saying they're little hollow hairs and that fluffy, hairy material. That's what gets you.
That's on the Puss
little
caterpillar?
venomous spines across that thick, furry coat. I know. Now, according to them, it's not going to reach out and bite you. But if you brush up against it, it releases toxins that you have a reaction to.
Can it kill a human?
Itchy rash, vomiting, swollen glands, fever, and a lot of pain.
Don't keep getting close to that.
Florida mother said her teenage son began screaming when stung by one. It's like a bee sting when you rub up against it, I know. So if you're, they recommend that you, if you have the signs, you should rinse with soap and water, apply ice, take an aspirin, of course, for pain. And the pain, also, you should just go to the emergency room and use adhesive tape on and off real quick.
Really?
Some of the
Does that work with any kind of sting or something?
You know what? For you, yes. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I just want to know, is that like a helpful tip?
Needs to happen. Because all I'm saying is that with changes
in the climate,
right. I would say that it's possible these are attacking.
Hey, listen. You laugh, but if you rub limes on a fire ant bite, lime. Man.
Well, that's because of changes due to the climate.
Is that what it was? The limes didn't used to help?
Yeah.
And then the climate
But
came
with
around.
changes due to the climate, now it hurts.
Thank you.
So,
how would you like to have a title? Chief Noodle Officer.
I wouldn't.
$10,000, 50-year supply of ramen noodles.
Wait, how many ramen
That's what
noodles?
I thought.
How many
that's
ramen
what I
noodles?
thought. 50-year supply.
Oh, that'll get you through Armageddon.
It doesn't say how many that is. But 50-year supply, according to them. I wanted a number. I looked the whole thing. I looked at the contract. I tried to find out exactly what a 50-year supply of ramen noodles is.
And the best flavor is chicken, right?
It didn't say. Well,
the other ones are trash.
They're celebrating the golden anniversary at Nissan.
Who?
Nissan. NISSIN is the company that owns Top Ramen.
Or
Ramen. It's Nissan.
I'm going to continue to call it Ramen. It's Nissan.
Okay.
It's a Japanese firm, Nissan.
Yeah,
Jeffy, I'll give you a list of passwords later.
No, Nissan is the car company.
Yes.
Nissan is the Ramen.
You're both pretty.
All you have to do is hashtag it, How Do You Top Ramen Contest, and you're going to be awarded the most creative dish.
Well, that's you,
judged
man.
By I know,
right?
Now, the challenge began last Tuesday on National Noodle Day, of course, and it runs through the end of October 30th. So you can enter your top ramen creation on your social media account, email them, and perhaps you could
Let's do this, man.
be the champion.
I'll video you doing something with
$10,000,
noodles.
one-on-one membership with the CEO, chance to taste new products, 50 years of ramen.
Let's get you this, man.
I'm saying.
Would you rather be top noodle or chief ketchup inspector?
Well, I already have a badge and
that's
I'm
true.
Heinz Ketchup police officer. But
that's true. My bad.
That's clear.
Yeah.
If you win the $10,000, you could perhaps shop at the new PopShelf stores going up around the country. The first 2 stores are coming in the next couple weeks near Nashville, and it's going to open a total of 30 in the next fiscal year. Of course, this is an idea behind the chain selling non-essential items like home decor and party items while catering to a clientele that might balk at shopping at the mothership Dollar General. This is from Dollar General, which is, by the way, is the fastest growing deep discount chain, 16,300 stores across the U.S. right now. So the company said PopShelf would be targeted at households with income as high as $125,000, which is well above the $50,000 mark that the typical Dollar General customer earns. 95% of the items, though, at PopShelf are going to be $5 or less. So, I mean, now you're talking.
Also known as Five Below.
Beauty products, home Christmas decorations, supplies for crafts, even some food items for parties. It's going to be PopShelf. Look for PopShelf stores. PopShelf from Dollar General. And perhaps even retired rapper Logic, and I was bummed when he retired, but we'll shop at PopShelf because he dropped more than $250,000 on the super rare first edition Charizard Pokemon trading card.
All right. I can't.
He paid a total of $226,000. It broke the record
No.
for the Nintendo collectibles.
No.
Now he paid $183,812, but then he had to get the 20% buyer's premium, of course, to iconic auctions.
Sure.
So it's the highest known sale for the card. Logan Paul of the Paul brother fame plunked down $216,000 for a base set booster box. But the thing, and I don't have to tell you, Pat, the thing that made Logic's card so rare was that it's shadowless.
Did Colonel Sanders just walk by?
Yeah.
Was that a celebrity?
I motioned him in.
Wait a minute.
and
A
he didn't
celebrity
come.
just walked by.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know
Colonel
who you're going to
Sanders.
see in the building.
Colonel Sanders.
Right. He told him to come in, and then he walked off.
Like we looked at this like
Just
we
walked
were
off
like monkeys in a zoo or something.
Yes, he did.
It's kind of awkward.
That's how we
Yes, he
kind of
did.
feel now.
It looked like he had something. Usually when he does that,
know,
he's got something to say.
Where'd he go?
Well, come in and say it.
Yeah.
Come in, bring your bucket of chicken
Bring
and sit
your
down.
bucket of chicken.
We'll have a piece. I prefer extra crispy, but if it's regular,
I'll
take a bite.
No, crispy.
Fine.
It has to be the extra crispy.
All right.
Whatever.
I wouldn't turn down the regular.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's just like once you have the crispy, then the others just seem soggy. You know what I'm
For
saying?
a little, piece of chicken, maybe some mashed potatoes and gravy.
We got a spot right here.
I'm good for that.
Okay.
Just bring the bucket. Where'd he go?
Where did he go?
I'm tempted. We have a new dirt bag, a new possible dirt bag in our collection.
Yeah, they were talking to Amy Coney Barrett yesterday.
Can we just vote her in and be done with it?
I'd like
This
to.
is embarrassing.
They could have done that. They didn't have to go to committee.
It's not on my list, but it's just embarrassing.
Did you guys play the Cory Booker thing? And what he asked her?
No.
We're going to get to that here coming up in a few minutes.
Wow, I don't know.
Unreal.
I can't take it.
Oh no, I
Unreal.
missed this.
You can't take
They're
it.
embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
It's a stain on.
It is.
On
I don't know why
society.
they think if they think that this is showcasing their smartness, we're the
idiots.
great
They
leaders of the
love to hear
country.
themselves talk.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it's embarrassing.
It is.
It's embarrassing.
It's worse than embarrassing. It's humiliating.
I agree.
It's worse than humiliating. I wish I could think of a worse word than humiliating.
Oh, I could think of a couple of words.
Yeah.
I can think of a couple of
Do they
words.
have more than 4 letters? That's the question.
A couple of them.
Just add ing.
Nah, that's fine.
No,
ING.
yeah.
ING.
So a possible new dirtbag, not counting our senators,
The douches in
Washington,
office.
D.C. Yeah,
Hey, look, that's more than 4.
yeah, douche does.
Good job. That works.
Ravi Zacharias, the evangelical leader who passed away in May from cancer.
Right.
He's dead now, so
Can't defend himself.
correct. So the accusers are out. Multiple women claim the prominent evangelical leader sexually harassed them.
Glenn called him the C.S. Lewis of our time.
And they, I mean, the accusation comes months after his death, right? I mean, it just drives me crazy that after he died. And so this supposedly took place at his Georgia spa that he co-owned. Now, there were
Georgia spa.
Yeah,
Okay.
that he co-owned. Now, there were 3 women who were all employees, claim that he touched them, that he exposed himself, and that he
That he what?
took care of himself in front of them.
He gratified or
Took care of himself.
With changes
gratified
in
himself.
climate.
Okay.
But what makes me doubt the horrors of this
Yes.
is the one woman
Uh-huh.
claims that he asked, this is how horrific the guy was. He asked her for explicit photos and asked her to have sex twice.
Twice?
Okay. I mean, he asked her, and she claims that he.
Did she say no? And did he jump her anyway or not?
According to this, there was no. He just asked.
Okay.
That's how horrific the harassment was.
That's pretty horrific.
I know. Hey, could you send me some photos and have sex with me?
No.
And then he took care of himself in front of her more than 50 times. That's what makes me doubt the horrors of this.
Why would you doubt that? Is it because it's 50 times?
Yes.
After the 37th time.
What is the line?
About 37.
What is the line?
I think it's about 37. And you finally say, look, okay, I've liked it the last 36
Right?
times.
Rob.
But the 37th,
Rob,
I got to
put
ask.
that thing away.
This is the last time.
No,
Okay,
put it away.
One more time. We'll have 37. And then I don't want to see it anymore after that. And then he continued to do it 13 more times.
She claimed she felt ashamed,
on,
felt embarrassed.
Then you should have left.
I had
or said don't.
She claims she has no idea what to do.
Come on now.
How?
50 times you got,
I don't know what to do.
Come on.
Right. How about no?
Are you an adult human being with a brain in your head? Stop it. I'm so tired of that. Come on now.
I'm not saying it's possible the guy was, I guess, but it just,
You guess what? It's possible what?
Possible that
What's
he was
possible?
A dirtbag.
Well, yes, he's a dirtbag, but she could have said no.
I know.
She could have gotten up and
saying.
left unless he was physically stopping her from doing that. That's a different thing.
And they use as an example a case that he settled in 2017 with another woman. All right. Now, in this case, in 2017, the lady claimed that Rav had enticed her again, asked to send unwanted, offensive, sexually explicit language and photographs.
And did she?
I guess. I don't know. He asked. So that's how bad it was. I don't understand. He gave her money too. He said he learned his lesson. Just get out of here. But I mean, if you ask, you can't even ask anymore.
Okay,
come on now.
That's a Jeffy quote. Jeffy quote.
Is he married?
Quote. Yes, I looked that up. Yeah,
he is married. He was married
since 1972.
Yeah. Again, okay. So obviously he's a dirtbag.
So
he's a dirtbag.
Why are we assuming? We're just going to go ahead and assume that he did all this.
If he did it, he's a dirtbag.
Okay.
If he didn't, they're. I mean, is it possible they're lying about it now? Yeah, he can't defend himself anymore, right?
Look, I was always under the impression. You're gonna ask. You got to ask.
Yeah, here we are. That's the Jeffy quote. That's the takeaway.
You got to ask.
You can't even ask anymore.
Thank you. I mean, hey Rav, put that thing away. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
wait. Now hold on.
That is part of it, right?
I know.
I mean, there are relations between men and women, and sometimes inappropriate relationships, but they're consensual. So it's consensual if you ask and they say yes. It's harassment, I guess, if you ask and they say no. Well, if you ask and they say no, and then you leave it alone, you should be in the clear.
But if you ask
continue
and
to hassle
and
them
you don't
with
know
it,
what to do, and you felt that you had to do it, if you had to send the picture, then that's harassment.
Yeah, right.
That's harassment. I didn't know what to do.
I didn't know what to do, so I sent him everything he asked.
I think we're in agreement, though,
I didn't know what to do.
If you take it out, that's crossed a line, okay?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, Jeffy?
Yes, it has. But 50 times?
That's different. That's different from exposing yourself is different from you can't even ask anymore, end quote.
Yes, it is. And do it at 50 times. But is there any responsibility on the receiving person's part? That's all I'm asking.
To be clear, 36.
If I hear, hey, Jeffy, put that away, I'm putting it away.
Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze Radio Network. Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. It's halfway through the week already. I feel like it's Monday, and it's
right,
but it's Wednesday.
It just zipped right along.
Just really did. Really zipped right along. 888-900-3393 from NF Fan 84. I may have missed something, but did Pat lose a bunch of weight last night? It must have been that late night Zumba class.
Oh, you're doing Zumba again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what happened.
Is that because Jeffy was here yesterday?
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what it was about.
It's a reference to Jeffy
I didn't get
it. See, it doesn't work when I say it. It's a reference to Jeffy being overweight.
Is that what it is? I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe I just look thinner than I did the last time I was here. I don't know.
That's what it is.
You were eating right on your trip.
Yeah. Oh, was I ever?
And doing Zumba.
And the Zumba class, of course. Yeah.
Mr. Zumba is what they call you.
Pretty
if
much.
I'm not mistaken.
Yes. All right. Just who muck and fudge tweets. Is that Ratatouille squaring up on Jeffy?
Yeah, right there. See that? He's hanging out there.
Oh, yeah.
Ratatouille.
It's about to square up on you. Joe McKinley FL tweets, how can they afford that? 50-year supply of ramen?
I know.
Got to be worth $37.50.
Right?
Oh, wow. You could either get Glenn's house in Connecticut
Right? Yes.
or a
the top
lifetime
ramen.
supply of ramen. You can't eat a house, people.
You can't do both, though. You can't get the house
No.
and the ramen.
No.
You're
I'm
going to have
going
to
with
choose.
ramen. That's much more practical. Not living in Connecticut.
Yeah, you saw his house, though, right?
Yeah, I did.
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
That was a bargain at $37.98 or whatever.
Well, yeah,
whatever it
after the
was.
closing costs,
Yeah.
you're right. It's about $40.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go on record as saying I will give you $40 for that house.
Uh-huh.
Really?
I will give you $40 whole for that
Wow.
house. I know.
That's generous. That's
Cash.
$3 over asking price.
Cash money.
Almost. Not quite, but almost $3 over asking.
Cash money.
Not bad.
Money. That's what my grandpa used to say. I'll give you
Cash money.
Give you cash money.
As opposed to cash
Not
spoons.
Money. Yeah, cash spoons. I give you
money.
cash spoons.
Cash money. It's got to come from the days when they had the the World War II, the coupons, right?
Oh, yeah, greenbacks.
Give you cash money, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Is that right? Or am I wrong?
Am I right? Or am I
Probably
right?
Probably wrong.
Am I right? What's that from? You know what that's from?
Am I right? Or am I right?
Am I right? Yeah, right.
That's
Nobody knows?
Yeah, that's Groundhog.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Thank you.
Ned, right?
Yes.
Ned.
Ned the head. Needle nose Ned.
Am I right? Right. I'm right.
I love that movie. I just watched it again on the plane yesterday. Let's see. New York Times calling for a UN election intervention.
Oh, this will go well.
Good.
And Biden, they say Biden must appeal to the world for help. Oh, wow.
The New York Times saying this?
Unbelievable. Yes.
Oh, that's fun. I didn't see any blue hats yesterday at the polls.
For many Americans, raised to see the United States as the natural leader of the free world, it may be hard to imagine requesting foreign intervention against tyranny in our own land. The interesting thing about the UN Human Rights Council
UN Human Rights Council
is that to him, the interesting thing is that it includes China, which presents a couple of problems. First, China has a vested interest in getting rid of President Trump.
This is good commentary.
Secondly, China has a record of human rights abuses. Thank you for the United States to seek their assistance in deciding our election. Likewise, those advocating for intervention by the United Nations are the same people who accuse the president of winning the 2016 election by colluding with the Russians. However, Beinhart is asking for precisely what was done by the Democrats in 2016 foreign election interference.
Mm-hmm. And Beinhart is the writer for the New York Times that came up with this good plan, and this commentary is pointing that out.
Democratic foreign election, foreign intervention, though.
And he advocates to utilize the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, the OSCE, an International Election Advisory Board. This board has concluded that American elections contravene OSCE commitments and international standards with regard to universal and equal suffrage in 2018. Okay, sure. The OSCE is part of a cabal of globalist organizations, the UN, the EU, the Council of Europe, and the World Bank. Oh, and the OSCE also has ties to George Soros.
Oh, there it is.
Of course, they need to back the U-Haul trucks up to the UN.
Yeah, get them off our continent.
I want them out.
Get them off our continent. Yeah. But Beinhart, again, says, for many Americans raised to see the U.S. as a natural leader, it's hard to imagine foreign intervention against tyranny in our own land. But as historians like Gerald Horne and Carol Anderson, how much have we all quoted Gerald and Carol?
Every time we talk about history.
Often. You took their stories on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Their books,
oh, yeah.
Their books.
Read them both, cover to cover. There's a long history of black Americans doing exactly that. Okay.
Well,
so
that's good. So the UN will be at the polls.
UN at the polls. Wouldn't that be great to see the blue helmeted douchebags there at our polling places here in the United States of America?
Yes.
Things are going well right now, aren't they? They're going well.
I mean,
So
Jimmy
I'm
Carter's still
excited.
around. Could he maybe look after our elections?
Well, look at what a great job he did in Cuba and Venezuela and wherever else he oversaw
in
elections.
America.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's getting to be. It would be comical if it weren't so tragic.
I know.
You'd laugh. You'd have such a laugh that this is all going on.
I'm a little concerned that something bad might happen.
Are you really?
I'm a little concerned.
Well, it's not like
really?
I don't want to go way out there on that limb.
Far left groups are publishing stuff online saying, "Hey, if the election's close, this is what we do in the streets."
Yeah,
it's not like that.
It's not like that. It's not like that. Well, yes, it is. It's a little bit like. It's a lot like that. It is that.
Kind of is that.
Everybody can't get to it though, right? I mean, you can't just. Everyone just can't find it.
No, yeah, you could just pretty much go online and find it. Like this guy from Colorado, who is the head of Our Revolution in Colorado, and one of the Democratic Party officials in Colorado.
This will be fun.
Here's a few things that he had to say. This is from Project Veritas, James O'Keefe Group.
Nice.
And they caught him saying this.
Strategic hit against the 0.1% that's in charge. Because that's who it is. It's killing random Nazis in the street.
Pause it for a second here. It's truly, he's talking about, no, go back to the freeze of the shot there, if you would, so I can read what it is he's saying. It's truly killing random Nazis in the street, random effing bootlickers. That's what he's talking about doing here in the United States with people who oppose his wonderful values. Yeah, it's come on.
That's it.
The violence that will perform in the streets of this country, it's just killing random Nazis in the street. That's all it is.
It's not even. You're considering that violence?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You're just killing a few Nazis in the street.
Just cleaning the streets, really.
All right, let's see the rest of his wonderful thoughts.
So you want to do some Versailles? You want to do some Antifa? You really want to change this country that way with violence? There's only one way to do it. You got to get people that are close to billionaires. And
Get this.
start just random billionaires start turning up debt. I mean, Bezos at the top of the list.
Pause it. Thus, the guillotine.
Wow. Yes.
In front of Jeff Bezos' house.
Multiple times.
Yeah, he just said Jeff Bezos is top of that list.
Yep.
And keep in mind, this guy
and
is...
random billionaires just need to turn up dead.
Right. And this guy is in Metro Denver, where we actually had a Trump supporter shot point blank dead.
Right in the face.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, really horrible. So that's what they're talking. They're, how many times has Glenn said they're just going to drag wealthy people out in the streets, right out of their offices in Wall Street?
They're coming for you,
too. They're coming for you, and they're going to drag you out of your home or your business and just kill you in the street.
But I was on your side, so.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Oh, Bezos, please. Does it get much more liberal than Jeff Bezos? I mean, I don't think he's not like a socialist, but he's definitely a liberal. So you would think they love him. Nope. Because he's wealthy, they hate his guts. Yeah. And they want him dead. And this guy's just admitted it.
The rich keep getting richer. Man, do I hate him.
They mean it when they drag
I know that.
the
They
guillotine
absolutely
out
do.
in front of his
house.
house.
And we talked about it.
They mean it.
We've talked about it, and especially the last time that they built the guillotine in front of his house. And they had the one at D.C. right at the Trump the convention.
Right.
Outside there,
Yes.
right? So someday soon, it's going to be used. It's going to be. It's not going to be just a dummy dressed up like Trump. It's going to be a real human being.
And it might be Jeff Bezos. I mean, that's what they want. He's public enemy number one to this guy. It's unbelievable. And nobody talks about it.
Nope.
Why? Because it came from James O'Keefe, I guess. I don't know.
Because it's a Democrat.
Yeah, and it's a Democrat.
It's a Democrat.
And it doesn't fit their agenda to talk about it.
Right.
But they're going to be sorry for not talking about it because
about that.
They're going to come for them too.
They go out of their way to connect people to the Republican Party that have no association with the party whatsoever, and most times are far left-leaning individuals. Here is a Democratic official saying this, literally calling for violence, and it's not even on the radar.
Right. Yeah, he had more to say too. Here's what
I think there needs to be a militant group, and I love Antifa for that reason. I love that there's...
Love Antifa.
You always have to have somebody that's willing to hold up the flag and say, no, this is the line in the sand, and we're the ones holding that line. But they ain't stabbing motherfuckers like they used to. They don't
that's funny.
have to, though, because they used to stab. See?
Yeah, I see. Here we go.
Guillotines.
Guillotines.
That's all I gotta say. Option A, what I'm proposing. Option 2, slicey boys. What are your choices? Which one do you want?
Joe Biden is presumably left-wing, and he's got a functioning signing hand. And as long as there's progressive legislation that comes across his desk, I am confident we can occupy his house. We know where he'll live. So there you think.
Wow.
Yeah, he wants to veto Medicare for all. Let him veto it. He's never leaving that house again without protest. Half of the struggle that I have ain't with Republicans. It isn't with the right wing. It's with moderates in the Democratic Party.
They underestimate how many people on the left are organized, trained,
armed, and ready to go. Okay. Well, there you go. It's just it's mostly peaceful. These people are mostly peaceful. Don't worry about it.
It's one guy. One guy.
One guy who is organizing people and looking for more people. And it's not just one guy. This is a guy who supports Antifa.
They'd be surprised on how many are ready.
Right.
I would like to say probably that he would be surprised how many on the
right.
Side,
are ready for
prepared.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. But aren't threatening to do anything to officials. Nobody's threatening to, put Biden in a guillotine or people like him in a guillotine. And
we just want them in a
kill
home,
them because they
taken care of.
Yeah,
taking some medication and feeling better.
But not in the White House home.
No.
That's one home we don't want him in.
We don't want him in that.
Be specific, please.
No, I want him in the West Wing of one of the facilities.
One of the nursing homes, yes. Mm-hmm. And it can be a nice one.
Sure.
That's fine.
My gosh. Bad.
Sure, yeah. Just not the 50,000 square foot white one in Washington, D.C. on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, but when the little girls' choir shows up to entertain them on Wednesday afternoons.
Yeah, keep their distance. They have social distance.
Keep Joe in the back of the room.
Uh-huh. So, Project Veritas doing another amazing piece of work, and nobody pays attention to it. Nobody even bats an eye.
The guy is out there hustling, man. He's creating a lot of good content and getting some people.
Look at all the stuff he's uncovered.
I know.
It's pretty amazing. And they just don't care. They just don't care.
Just ignore.
And it's like, well, you took that out of context.
What?
Oh, okay.
He's talking about killing Americans in the street like Nazis. What's the good context for that? I'm just trying to see the whole picture where it completely changes what he said.
Yeah, no, you missed it.
I missed it. I missed that part.
You missed the complete picture.
Yes, I did. I guess I'm just too short-sighted. All right. Did you know that the average American has 97 points they can add to their credit score, but they have no idea how to get them, of course. That's where ScoreMaster comes in. It's the brand new credit science that super boosts your credit score. Forget raising your credit score a few points. That's really weak, and it really doesn't help you much. The average ScoreMaster user raises their credit score 61 points in 20 days or less. 61 points. Let's say you own a business, and you know how essential great credit is. From getting a loan to funding projects or financing equipment, go to ScoreMaster first and see how super boosting your business credit score can save you a fortune. I'm talking about thousands, or in some cases, depending on how big the loan is, hundreds of thousands over the life of a loan. ScoreMaster puts you in control of your finances, not the bank. Enroll in just minutes, and they'll show you how many plus points ScoreMaster can add to your credit score and how quickly. Visit scoremaster.com/Pat. That's scoremaster.com/Pat.
Pat Gray Unleashed. Pat Gray.
Okay, so Alex Smith played over the weekend.
We did nothing but talk football the entire break. So.
I love that.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen what he went through, it's, I don't know, ESPN 30 for 30 or ESPN E60. I'm not sure which one of those. They seem like the same thing to me, with just different names. They're,
Channel 5.
Whatever it is. They have a great documentary sort of on Alex Smith and what he went through after he broke that leg. The leg was so badly broken. He went through 17 surgeries. Yeah. not only was it badly broken, but he also got that flesh-eating disease where they had to cut away a lot of his flesh to get rid of it. I mean, it's just unreal. And then they had to transplant muscles from other parts of his body to his leg. He's playing football now.
He's back.
Yeah,
he actually got in the game and played football in the NFL at quarterback. On the frozen tundra.
No, he's almost there.
Of whatever field the Washington football team plays on. Alex Jones.
Smith.
Wait,
Smith. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Alex Smith.
Where are the men?
Take two.
Where are the men? They're sacking you.
Alex Jones asked where.
Crying like a baby. Alex Jones took to the football field. Wondering where are the men? Finally, the ref said they're all around you, Alex. Grab one.
Let me introduce Alex Smith.
Grab one? We're grabbing random men on the field?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. So, Alex Smith, big stats from the game.
All they got to do is say no.
Drum roll, please.
Grab them.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, here's Alex Smith's triumphant return to the football field. He completed 9 of 17 passes.
9 of 17 for
37 yards.
Wow. He's back. And this time.
He's back.
This
time he sucks.
That's an average of 2.2 yards per attempt.
Nice
he was
job.
sacked 6 times. Boy, you talk about holding your breath for those.
No kidding.
Eesh.
Boy, I don't know. My hat's off to him because I wouldn't do it. I'd be happy, I think, with being able to walk.
You know what, Alex? Why don't we call it a career? I mean, you proved you could do it. You came back. You played. Now let's ride off into the sunset.
Go into the booth, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Go into the booth.
You'll have a fine career in the booth, I'm sure.
Is that guy limping off the field? What a puss. That's what you could say from the booth. So, I mean...
Are you calling him that caterpillar?
Yes.
The puss caterpillar?
Caterpillar.
Yeah, okay. All right. Got some tweets here from Eliza Kelly. Will the UN be at the same polls in Philadelphia that the Black Panthers patrol with batons? Yeah, and guns.
Yeah.
Batons and guns.
I mean, they're the same. Look, they may have different beliefs, barely, but they're the same. The same thoughts on the street.
Yep. Obi-Gyne Kenobi. The radical left hates Jeff Bezos, so they go to Amazon and pay for face masks to hide their face while rioting against Amazon and its founder.
I know. Last day of Prime.
Interesting.
Prime Day today.
Oh, that's
right. What?
Final day.
Final day.
Yesterday and today was Prime Day, so get your discounts.
What is Prime Day?
Big discounts on the website.
Really?
Yeah.
On all products?
You're not familiar with Prime Day?
I'm not familiar with
It's
Prime
when,
Day.
like you just said, it's like it's a national event. It's up there
discount.
with like Cyber Monday.
And you even just log into Prime to watch videos. They got all kinds of deals on the channels and everything.
Wait a minute. People log in. I'm sorry. Jeffy logs in to watch videos on Prime Day?
I know.
Come on.
I was watching a news show from the BBC. So,
what is it?
Witcher.
Witcher.
Yeah, it's just another English detective show. I like it.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. So left-wing radicals are posting online guides on how to disrupt the country if the election is close.
Yeah,
good.
And it's come out now that they actually were planning back in 2017 to not even allow Trump to be inaugurated in the first place.
Jeez.
But but Antifa is not really a thing.
No, it's an idea.
Remember Nadler?
It's an idea.
It's not even real.
Yeah, it's not a real group. Organization of Radical Left-Wing Activists has posted an online guide to disruption that outlines a plan to shut down the country and force Donald Trump from power in the event that the 2020 election is too close to call. The guide, Stopping the Coup, available as a Google Doc, is being circulated by a group called Shutdown DC. Casts its plan for disruption as a response to an imagined coup by the president in the case of a close election.
The imagined coup by the president.
Yeah. Which is not going to happen. They keep doing that. Like,
He's basically said he's not leaving off.
no, he hasn't. No, he has not said that. But he is worried about mail fraud in this election.
Right.
And we've seen it already.
Countless times.
And even Biden has said that he tried to walk it back afterward, but he even said the only way I lose is if there's chicanery.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's right. He's saying the same thing.
Exactly.
Essentially.
The same thing. And then he
saying
walked
the
it
same
back,
thing.
just like Trump does.
Right.
Yeah,
But
be
when
sure to
will-
vote. Be sure to vote because you got to counter all of these faux votes that are.
I just want to know, when will he finally ever denounce white supremacy?
You know, we
When
keep
will
asking
he
the question,
do
but
it?
I don't know when. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to
I don't think
happen.
it's gonna happen.
Again and again and again and again. Well, it happens every time they ask, but when's it going to happen again?
I mean, he hasn't done it in the past.
Well, except for all the times he's done it. Other than that, he hasn't ever done it.
It's just
So I don't know why he won't do it.
That's so silly.
All right. If you've noticed that your hair is not looking as full as it used to, or you get a glimpse of the back of your head once in a while, and it shocks you, and you're like, "What the? Whose head is that? It's not my freaking head. Whose head is that?
Right.
Why is somebody else's head in my mirror? It sucks."
Oh man, you got to record that next time.
Here's what you do. Go to Keeps, KEEPS.com, Keeps.com. They have the generic brand, the generic versions of the brand names that are FDA approved for hair loss treatment. They work at about 90% of men. They stop the hair loss. And in 67 or 68%, regrow hair. Really great stuff. Go to Keeps.com/Pat, KEEPS.com/Pat. Get 50% off your first order of Keeps hair loss treatments. Keeps.com/Pat. That's Keeps.com/Pat.
Now back to Pat Gray on the Blaze Radio Network.
888-933-93, also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, I was asked in Utah many times, what's going to happen?
Are you doing interviews out there while you were there? Or?
Nah, just friends, family.
Oh yeah, what's going to happen
members.
in the election?
What's going to
Pat?
happen?
Tell us.
I don't freaking know. What are you asking me? I haven't been right on an election since 2006. I don't know.
I love this. And then they say, but this is what you do for a living. You talk about it.
Right. You talk about it. You know, you follow this thing. Yeah. That's
I
why
do.
I have no idea. Have you seen what's going on? What they want, I think, is for me to speak comfort to them
it's all gonna
and
be
say it's
good.
going to be
Don't worry
okay.
about it.
Trump is going to win. I can't say that. I don't know. I mean, the American people are so unpredictable right now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think there'd be free-form rioting. Everybody take what you want. Come on down.
Well, there wasn't.
It's 100% off for the next 6 months.
There wasn't any freeform.
There was freeform rioting.
There was
looting,
peaceful protesting going on.
That is mostly peaceful.
That is a great
protesting.
band name. Freeform Riot.
Freeform Riot. I like.
that is a good one.
Like a punk.
The
ska.
FFRs. FFR, man.
FFR,
They got their new
house.
album out. It's called
love
Take
it.
What You Want.
I know.
Do you have to pay for that
freaking
album,
door
or do they
down.
just give it away?
No, you just take it.
Take
wow.
Yeah, you just take it
That's
online.
a strange business model.
B-side is kick the freaking door down.
But I wish I had comfort to give. I'd like to give it to myself.
Whoa, easy.
Have you seen,
Easy there, Rob.
Have you seen what's going on in this world? Stop it.
That's fun.
It's not fun.
It made me laugh. Jeffy, we had fun while you were away. Sorry.
Quartermaster second floor tweets. Why hasn't that guy been arrested for threatening murder? Like the anarchist group in Michigan.
Right.
Thank you.
And by the way, those anarchists showed up at a BLM protest as supporters. Don't buy it. If anybody out there still is getting fed that narrative that a bunch of right-wingers trying to overthrow Whitmer in Michigan.
There they are.
Yeah.
There they are.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah, leftists in Virginia planning the same thing with the crazy governor
These
there.
douchebags. And they don't even care.
No.
They're just out with it. They don't even care. They'll just tell you. It's amazing. I'm doing my breast tweets.
Oh, that was
from Joe Biden.
Yeah, that's a Joe Biden line. Are you doing your breast?
Are you doing your breast?
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
I know. You missed
I missed
some
a lot.
great Biden clips, man.
You
missed
missed
this
2 days.
show?
You missed a lot.
Seriously,
That's right.
You got to
do.
go back and listen, man.
Good thing Zuckerberg allows Antifa to have their group pages. After all, it's just an idea.
It's an idea.
That burns down cities and kills people. Yeah.
That's it, though.
Like so many ideas do.
Country.
Am I right?
You're trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
You're
Never
trying your
feels
breast.
like enough.
It never feels like enough when you're trying your breast. No, don't. No,
No, don't get me started.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he's looking for his own music or something. I don't know what's
I
happening.
got my own stash. Wow. A little
Oh,
bit different.
yeah.
A little bit different feel.
You know what they say, Pat?
Are you doing your breast?
And never feels like enough.
You're trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
You know it, Joe. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
For those of you who thought the adult was returning to the room.
No.
No way, man.
Come on now.
Go ahead, Pat.
You're trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
You said a mouthful, my friend.
Okay, no. Not without my attorney present.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Trying
right,
your
baby.
best, but it never feels like enough.
Oh, yeah. Who's that at the door?
Ding dong. Pizza
Trying your
delivery.
best, but it never feels like enough.
That's for sure.
Stupid. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So he also told us not to vote for him. If I guess if we've been doing better than we were,
Yeah, this is fun.
under him
Yeah.
and his
Right.
boss, whose name he can't remember
Yeah,
half the
yeah,
time.
that's
We shouldn't vote for him. And then he thinks, well, no, you just don't know what you're talking about if you think you were doing better. If you think you're doing better now than with him.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Look at this.
Yes.
Gallup reported last week 56% of Americans said that they were better off today than they were 4 years ago, would have been under the Obama-Biden administration. So why should people who feel that they are better off today under the Trump administration vote for you?
Well, if they think that, they probably shouldn't.
Right.
They think 54% of American people were better off
No,
economically
56.
today than they were in our administration.
Yeah.
Well, their memory is not very good, quite frankly. And in addition to
Okay.
that,
Wait a minute.
we have a president
Wow.
who doesn't share the values of most Americans.
That is unbelievable. If you think you were doing better,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing better now than you were under me,
Then you're.
then you don't know how well you were doing.
And I love this guy
His
who's
memory isn't very good.
challenging people's memories. This guy.
I mean, you don't even know how you're doing. You don't even know. He's got to tell you how you were doing.
Right. And that look, and earlier.
My gosh.
Hold on. Before you do this, are you talking about the other clip? Huh? Read. You want to get people hope? Read the paragraph toward the bottom of that page in conjunction with Biden saying, you shouldn't vote for me if you think you're doing better. So 56% of Americans, right? Say they're
He
doing
said
better
54.
right
Now
Yeah, he
than they
get that
were.
right.
In December 2012, just after Obama was reelected, 45% told Gallup they were better off than 4 years ago.
45%.
45.
And he was reelected.
In October 2004, just before George W. Bush was reelected, it was 47% who said they were better off.
And he was reelected.
In October 1992, before George H.W. Bush lost his bid for reelection, 38% said they were doing better.
Okay.
July 1984, before Ronald Reagan was reelected in a landslide, 44% said they were better
So
off.
somewhere between 37 and 44 is that magic line of reelection or losing.
Donald Trump's number is 56%.
There's your hope.
Yeah,
There's your hope.
Yeah, that is hope.
There's your comfort. That's what I can speak to you. 56%, and that's a huge number. And in people's minds, if they believe they're doing better now than they were before, they're going to vote for the guy to keep it going.
Yes, they want to keep it going.
Let's hope that happens.
The only thing that hurt that was the pandemic, right?
Yes.
That's it, man.
Yes.
That's what did it.
And that's if they can understand that it wasn't Trump,
Right.
it was the
Right.
pandemic, and Trump didn't cause the pandemic, nor did he screw it up.
Oh, wow. Are you?
But that's hard because they blamed everything on him.
Correct.
And they're really good at that.
And just
They're-
remind them, Trump wanted to get back to normal Easter,
Right. That's right.
April 12th.
Should have.
Now, were you about to lead into this
Should have.
other
No, I was just
clip?
saying where he had talked about, Biden had talked about not caring about the people. I mean, he doesn't care.
Oh, yeah.
You
We don't
know?
deserve to know.
Yeah,
who-
we don't deserve to know.
His thoughts on the packing the
Yeah,
clothes.
we don't deserve to know that. And we don't even know how we're doing in our own lives.
Yeah.
This guy is unreal. Plus, he can't even remember the name of the U.S. senator who is currently a U.S. senator, and was the guy, the former governor, who was running against him in 2012. This was 8 years ago. You can't remember the name of Mitt Romney. Come on now.
You may remember I got in trouble when we were running against the senator who was a Mormon, the governor, okay?
Against the senator
who's a
Mormon. Is he one of the people who can't dance? Who are they? The people who don't dance. It was those people. What are they called? The ones that churn the butter. The butter churner dancers.
Yeah.
You know, they churn the butter.
Butter churners.
And they have the jams and the jellies that are tasty.
Now I'm hungry.
No, those are different. Those are different.
The
people.
ones,
funeral potatoes?
Those are different,
they
Joe.
have the weird things that they do
potatoes.
with people in their basements. And it's human sacrifices.
He's letting us in on some secrets.
You're getting some secret information now during this bit. Pay attention.
Yeah, let's pay attention.
This is all dog whistle for my Mormon friends to take over now. But it was that guy. Dude, I think he was in the Olympics in 2000. He ran the 100-meter dash.
Okay.
Or something.
The
guy.
You know the guy. The guy.
He can't remember the name of his opponent.
Hell, he couldn't remember the name of the president he served under. President My Boss.
I can't believe it.
That's really
You know
funny.
the Amish guy. The Mormon Amish. God, the Heterite or Hutterite or whatever
Hold on. Let's not lose focus. Can we revisit the jams that we were discussing?
The jams and the jellies.
The butter churning too. I'm a big fan of.
They churn the butter.
I bet you are.
Big fan of butter churning.
But they can't dance for some reason, and they don't drink Coke, despite the fact that they own the Coca-Cola company.
The Jello eaters.
That's a weird thing. I
they
don't
do?
know. Yeah, they eat a lot of Jello.
The Jello eaters out there.
Ice cream and Jello capital of the world.
Hold on, Mormons own Coke?
Yeah, they own it. And,
Wow.
You've never heard that?
I have not.
Urban legend?
I have not at all.
Which isn't true.
Wait, what?
And what sense would it make? What I loved was, they own the Coca-Cola company, but they don't drink it.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be self-defeating? Is that kind of hurting, cutting off your nose to spite your face? If you own the company, you would think that you would make it like really prevalent.
You would think that. You know who else was
that.
a secret Mormon? Juan Valdez.
Was he really? The coffee guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Those bastards.
That's what I'm saying.
What hypocrites.
Thank you.
Juan Valdez.
That guy.
Colombia is a Mormon. Yeah.
Didn't that donkey own? He really ran the show.
I mean, the guy. Come on, the guy.
Yeah.
Is something's wrong.
Oh, come on.
Something's wrong.
That's a news flash.
I mean, I feel bad for him. I watched that clip. I don't know, yesterday or whenever the heck it came out.
If he wasn't such a dirtbag, I'd feel bad for him.
I felt bad.
I'm
I
done
really
feeling bad
I
for
really
these
feel
people.
Sad
I can't.
watching that clip.
I can't now because they're just. It's despicable that he continues to run and that the people around him keep pushing him. And his wife.
Oh gosh,
that is unbelievable because she is shameless, despicable. All right, let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. Leftist corporations like Verizon have empowered radicals to tear our country apart by funding their efforts. Most recently, they sent about $10 million to Al Sharpton and others. Started with the impeachment, then it was exploiting the pandemic, followed by the violent riots that we've experienced. Now they're threatening violence over filling the vacant seat on the Supreme Court and over the election. Well, Patriot Mobile shares your values. They don't send your hard-earned money to aid in this destruction of America or to fund Planned Parenthood. You get the same nationwide service. You get a company that loves America, shares your values, and supports our police. And they make it easy to switch. There's just no downside here. You pay less. They make it easy for you. You can keep your phone number. You can keep your phone, or you can get a new one, whatever you want to do. Get a free month of service right now, or a free phone plus free activation with the offer code PAT. P-A-T. I don't waste consonants like some people in this building do. Just the one T is perfectly fine. Okay? Just P-A-T. That's simple. No double T, double N. It's a waste.
Double F's.
Right.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Just go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call their U.S.-based customer service team, 972-PATRIOT, 972-PATRIOT. Veterans, first responders, you save even more. So make the switch today. patriotmobile.com/Pat.
Pat Gray.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi on with Wolf Blitzer from CNN yesterday.
Damn Trump apologist.
Right?
Blitzer on CNN.
He's essentially the spokesperson for the Trump administration, this guy.
You.
Glad to hear you finally say that. So here's the context. You had Trump saying, look, I'm sick of negotiating with Nancy Pelosi over this new stimulus. We'll wait till after the election. Stock market goes down, and he's like, you know what? Nah, let's do this now. And he puts forth a $1.8 trillion offer. And Pelosi says, nah, we're going to wait till February. Well, now people on her side, on the left, Andrew Yang, several progressive politicians are saying, what are you doing? Take this offer. Let's get the money into the economy right now. And people like Wolf Blitzer are on that side.
I think they're even over $2 trillion now. I think we're even, it's go big or go home. I think it's over $2 trillion that Trump is like, let's get the money to the American people.
Why stop there? Let's do 10 trillion. 10 trillion. Wait,
well, that's
why
what
would you
Nancy
stop
Pelosi's people are saying.
Well,
take
that's what
this deal, and if once your boy gets in, you're saying he's going to win.
Let's do
once your
15
boy gets
trillion.
in, then open up the gates again.
What's wrong with 20 trillion?
Why are you stopping at 20?
Why would you?
I agree.
Why
What's
would you
wrong with
spend
it?
$100 trillion and just fix everything right now?
Thank you.
We'll fix the
What could
crumbling
we do with
infrastructure,
that?
the roads,
We've
the bridges.
We've got to fix the crumbling infrastructure.
Fix all the airports.
These people can barely campaign around the country anymore. It's crumbling.
Right? If we pass $100 trillion, can we get in there a road between my house and your house? Can we make just
there's not that
set
much
aside,
money, Keith. There's not that much money
But
in the world.
How much do we need?
I
in
can
this?
throw in a toaster oven for you.
I don't want a toaster oven.
With every $100 trillion the U.S. government spends, we get a free toaster oven. Okay, and some oven mitts.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a
I
good
love
deal.
that.
So-
Take it.
So
Just
take that.
take it.
Take the deal. So just remember.
Nobody cares, so why not just spend $100 trillion?
I mean, I'm all for it.
Nobody cares.
Between
They haven't shut the machines off anyway.
Between Friday and yesterday, okay? Here's what you got. You got MSNBC pushing back hard on why won't you tell us about packing the courts? Do you want to or not? You've got that local reporter, obviously. You have Jake Tapper going after the Biden guy saying, what is the deal? Tell us. Are you going to...
That's not constitutional.
What do you mean
it's not constitutional?
What Trump's doing isn't constitutional. What do you mean? And tell us about packing the court. And now you've got CNN again with Wolf Blitzer on the stimulus thing.
I like it.
Pissed.
They're pissed only because they're the ones being defied right now. They want to know the answer to a question, and they can't believe that they're being told no.
That's exactly
That's
it.
why they're pissed. They don't care if he packs the court or not. All they want is an answer to their question because they're asking it.
And we're in the club. Come on, tell us.
Right. But anyway, here's Wolf's little dispute with Nancy Pelosi.
But let's not go into that. You
we've
evidently
gone
do
through
not respect the chairman of the committees who wrote these bills.
I respect
and
all
I
of
wish
you.
you would respect the knowledge that goes into getting meeting the needs of the American people. But again, you've been on a jag
Look at her, she's
defending
so
the administration
pissed
all
right
this
now,
time
man.
with no knowledge of the difference between our two bills. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to say that
Look
to
at
you.
that. Oh, you just want to
Madam
slap
Speaker,
her.
these are incredibly difficult times right now, and we'll leave it on that note. Thank you so much for joining
we'll
us.
leave it on the vote that you are not right on this, Wolf, and I hate to say that to
All
you.
right.
But I
Do
feel
ya?
confident about it, and I feel confident about my colleagues, and I feel confidence in my chairs.
And it's not about me. It's about millions of Americans who can't put food on the table, who
There you
can't
go.
pay the rent,
And
who are
we
having
represent
trouble,
them.
who
And we
are
represent
trouble
them.
getting
And
by.
we represent
These
them.
long food
And we
lines that we're
represent
seeing.
them.
I know
we
you
know
are.
them.
I'm just
we
saying.
represent them, and we know them.
As we
We
say,
know them. We represent them.
Don't let the
Yes.
perfect be the enemy of the good, as they say
It is
here in
nowhere
Washington.
near perfect.
Madam Speaker.
Always the case, but we're not even close to the good.
All right, let's see what happens because every day is critically important. Thanks so much for
Thank you for
joining
your
us.
sensitivity to our constituents' needs.
I am sensitive to them
see-
because I see them on the
so
street begging for
pissed.
food
begging for money. Madam Speaker, thank you so much.
Have you fed them? We feed them. We feed them.
We'll continue this conversation down the road for sure. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Oh, and there was even more. There's even more to that whole. And if you have an opportunity to see the whole thing, it's incredible. She is so angry.
Yeah. That's what she gets
he asked. Right. I mean, he asked her, "Have you met with the president?" No, I don't meet with the president. My people meet with the president. I won't meet with them.
Wow.
And it's just. And she calls Wolf I don't know what
she
the
just
actual
said it to him, spokesperson for the Trump administration.
Yeah, and she calls him more than once. She calls him that. It's
wow.
It's just amazing.
Come on.
I represent them. I represent them. I represent them. Do you feed them? What do you mean? I feed them with the money I earn. How about you? You feed them with the printing machine dollars that you're printing, and we're asking for more.
The taxation dollars that they steal from us relentlessly. And give and no, you don't feed them. No, you don't.
You don't.
You squander every dime that should be going to them. Every dime you promise to give to them goes to some other crappy turtle tunnel.
Which is exactly one of the reasons that Trump didn't want to do the original deal. And she was mad at Wolf for asking about that. And she was like, you don't know what's in the bill. I love all you people that are talking about the bill. You don't even know what's in it. Well, yeah. Well, President Trump does.
Wait a minute. Is this the lady that says we have to pass the bill to find out what's in the bill?
Yeah. That's exactly the same lady.
Yep.
I mean,
wow.
But thank you for giving me the opportunity.
How do you recover?
Animal videos. That's what we did.
No,
as therapy.
that's not the way.
They didn't work, though.
Pretty sure.
Just want to be clear, it didn't work.
Yeah, see?
You don't want to see what you missed? We're not going to do the cougar
I really
thing?
don't want to. No.
You don't want to see the cougar?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Not really.
All right. I can't tell if he's being honest or.
I'm pretty sure he said not really.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Sure.
Very good.
I mean,
right.
I will.
Oh, okay.
How long is it?
Just show us a second of the cougar video, please.
All right, let's see the cougar
from yesterday.
I thought it was going to be a Biden
that's
video.
Not no, what are you doing? No, not this one. No, set it up with the.
Big and scary.
Oh, well, that's totally ruined now.
No, go away.
So look at that. There's the actual cougar.
I can't imagine what might be coming now.
Now play the other one. Now that you've already played.
Look at that cougar. That cougar is really, for a fact, squaring up on that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
He is definitely squaring up on that guy.
I'm picking up some rocks and I'm throwing them.
And he finally did. That's what got him away 6 minutes later.
And then
it's
a cougar stalks him.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
6
funny.
minutes.
Big and scary. Holy.
Come on.
Look at that.
I want to go on record.
What?
That's not a cougar.
No, that's right.
That is not a cougar.
You're really going out on a limb there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Quite a limb.
Now, I will say that this may be representative of a cougar on some websites that I run, but this is not. She's not a cougar.
He asks, "So where are your kids?" They're in college. Because that's what happened. I've seen the full video. Funny. He's walking along, and then
he does throw the rocks.
Well, no, he sees the cubs, and then she comes out of the woods like that. It's like, and it's on.
Oh yeah.
But when he finally takes him 6 minutes to think, maybe I should throw a rock, like you and I suggested.
Yeah.
That's when she turns tail.
Okay.
You missed animal videos, Pat.
Yeah, boy,
really
Pat.
good. It's really good.
You missed
really missed out.
5.
You missed out, my friend.
I know. You're going to go back and catch up on the podcast.
Yeah, I am.
Whatever podcast.
Yeah,
make sure I get those animal videos in my diet because it's important.
Thank you.
It's important.
Thank you.
Maverick modeler Helmut Norpoth. Now, this is the guy
this is good.
Who has predicted every election correctly for the last 285 years.
More hope. More hope. More hope.
Yeah, more hope. He's predicted all but 2. Is that right?
The 2 his model got wrong was when JFK stole the election from Nixon because of the dead people voting in Illinois, and then Al Gore, George Bush craziness that came down to 537 votes.
Those 2 weird ones wrong, but he correctly predicted Trump victory back in 2016, right?
And he's applied his model back for almost like 100 years or something.
Okay. So, and it works pretty much every time.
Yeah, except for those
other
2
than
anomalies.
those 2 exceptions. Very rare.
And nothing weird is going around this election.
That's a great point, actually.
Shut up. I'm trying to give some help here.
Turn Jeffy's mic off.
We're trying to speak comfort. Everybody wants comfort. I'm trying to give it to him.
Okay, sorry.
Okay? In 2020, his model once again projects a Trump victory.
Yay.
Giving the incumbent president a 90% chance of being reelected in a landslide.
Is that a good enough margin for you, Jeffy?
A landslide. Now that goes against what everybody's saying.
Wow.
Yeah. But there's a little hope for you.
Like 90% chance, Jeffy. Is that good?
This guy's model is right almost all the time.
I know it's almost
Turn Jeffy's
all the
mic
time.
off.
Almost.
Shut up.
Turn it off.
Okay, no more from
Turn
Jeff
it off.
Fisher.
Yep.
No more.
No more.
Can't listen to another word he says.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.